Welcome back, everybody, to EMA Talk Radio, Experience Marketing Association, produced by Shark Creative and made possible by Pro Digital, Steady Brand, the production company, Terracom, and Perception Marketing. Growth, success, lasting value. So this is the episode number 5 with incoming and past EMA chairman, Mike Edwards, owner, operator of On Hold Technologies, recipient of a numerous amount of international awards. Hey, Mike, it's great to see you. And thank you, by the way, for stepping up as the chairman of the board. Once again, I just found out you were also chairman about 15 years ago. And here you are again this past January, you stepped in. And of course, you're putting in a lot of hours for the group, and would love to just, first of all, welcome you to the episode number 5. And if you could just give us a little background, a little experience about what EMA has meant to you and what, being the chairman has meant as a leader in our community.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Andrew. Thanks for having me. Yeah, EMA, we started, it actually originally was called the On Hold Messaging Association. We started in 2001. So this is actually 21 years now that we've been a group. We changed the name to Experience Marketing Association probably 4 or 5 years ago, I guess, by now. And it started out really as, a few of us getting together and saying, we should just, we call each other once in a while and share information about how our business is going and how we're dealing with challenges. We should form a group. And so that's kind of how it started. And we had the first meeting actually in my office in West Palm Beach, Florida, like I say, in 2001. And it's kind of grown. We have international members, and it's been a lot of fun.
And it's an interesting concept, right? Because here you are, a lot of folks, in the same industry. And, while we may work in silos, so to speak, we are competitors. But I have found it to be a very, very rewarding experience because we really are, in a lot of ways, working together. I've received so many new ideas just from other members. And it's nice to know that people who are in the business can relate to you, because we're all doing very similar things in different parts of the country or even in the world. And yet we don't have to look at it like a competitor. And if you embrace that, at least I felt that way, you certainly get a lot out of it.
Well, that's exactly how I feel about it. I remember trying to get people to go to the first meeting, and they were saying, well, so who's going to be there? And I said, well, this guy's going to be, well, but that's my competitor. Why would I want to be in the same room as my competitor? And, but if you open up your mind to sharing information, if everybody shares just a little bit of information, then you learn a lot. So that's what it was about, sharing information.
No doubt.
There's plenty of business out there for everybody. So, and we rarely run across each other out there in the world anyway,
It's so true. Well, while we're at it, let's segue right into what would be, for those who don't already know, and for those who are members, what other benefits can somebody expect from an EMA membership?
Well, there's a lot of things. We have technical information on our EMA website, and there's actually a listing of different VoIP-hosted providers and telephone systems and what kind of audio files each one of those systems need, the different format. We also have webinars. We're actually having a second one coming up on August 11th, I believe it is. So actually August 10th at 3:00. It went very well, the first session of that, just like a week or so ago. And we do newsletters. We have a member forum. There was just a post yesterday talking about different equipment. So they're sharing information there. Different members can weigh in on that. And obviously the most important one, the most valuable thing is the conference. That's where you get to see, face to face, your competitors, so to speak, but also your friends. So, that's one of the benefits is there are a lot of friendships that I've developed in this group.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I just put it behind me. I think no doubt with COVID and everything, we haven't been able to have it for a couple of years, so highly anticipated, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. Could you give us? You got to put somebody on hold. It looks like if you
No, I just had to silence my phone so somebody else.
give us some idea of what we can expect down in Texas for this year's conference. I know it's coming up. What is it? September 18th, right?
Yeah, September 18th. That's on a Sunday. It's actually going to start with a meet and greet at 6 o'clock. And then we're going to start the next day on Monday at about 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll have breakfast, and then we'll have sessions probably till 3-4 o'clock, something like that. And then that evening, we're actually going to have, there's two different sports I can think of that you can do that you can continue to network. And one of them is bowling. So we're going to have bowling that evening at 6 o'clock. And we're also going to have golf, which will be Tuesday afternoon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. As far as the different topics, well, first, it's going to be at the Hotel Vin, which is a very short ride. I think it's a train ride from the airport, so you don't even have to rent a car or even take an Uber. You just take a short train ride. It's a very nice hotel. It's a little bit more money as far as the room rate than what we typically spend, but it is only going to be 2 nights that you stay at the hotel instead of 3. If you decide to come in on Saturday instead, which I'm going to be doing, then they will go ahead and extend that same conference rate to Saturday, or even a day or two after the conference as well. So you may have to call the hotel to get that, but you can register at the hotel just through the link on our website. So,
and how do people get? How do they? What do they have to do? They can just go right on the EMA website, register there.
Yeah.
And separately need to call the hotel to register for the room.
If you want to do Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, you're getting the Sunday and the Monday included, and then if you decide to stay
on Tuesday
if you stay for the later activities in the afternoon, that's up to you as well.
Yeah. Exactly right. Yeah. So one of the things we're going to be talking about is how to grow your business. So one of the ways to do that is to get more clients. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We're also going to talk about how to expand your business by diversification. So, and diversification, I'm talking about scent, digital signage, social media, videos, Wi-Fi marketing, hosted VoIP phone service. So if you've been thinking about getting into any one of those services, then you should be there, because we're going to be talking about that. And you can sell those services if you want and have another company do the fulfillment. You can just tee up a referral. There's an option for that. And then they take it from there and you get commission on that. So we're also going to have a gentleman coming from Australia named Mark Horwood. He's in the message on hold business. And he has developed software that fixes the unicasting issue. And what I mean by that, it's unicasting for those people that may not be familiar with that term. That means when you get placed on hold with a VoIP hosted phone service, then the message on hold starts at the very beginning every single time you call. And multicasting would be the way that we've done it with players. So if they call today, they get placed on hold, they hear the first message, and later in the day they call, they hear the third message. It's always looping, but it doesn't usually work that way with VoIP hosted. So
that's been something we've been dealing with for a long time, right?
Yeah, and that's a challenge. So Mark's gonna be talking about unicasting statistics and how people feel about it, and he's gonna talk for about an hour. So he's coming all the way from Australia, as I mentioned. We're going to have breakout session topics about VoIP, about message on hold, about potential client markets, client retention. And we're also obviously going to be talking about diversification, like I just mentioned. But for the first time this year, we're also going to have topics that relate specific to scent. So we're going to have breakout sessions for those that are in the scent world. So And that's going to be about developing and understanding pain points for prospective Scent clients, common roadblocks with prospective and current Scent clients, and how to approach them. And then also new and developing technology in Scent.
Great. I actually have one of those units that I got at the last conference, and it sits here in my house. And every once in a while, we put it on, and within like a minute, the whole house is just filled with, the appropriate aroma that you want going on. I'm excited about that because I definitely need to learn a little bit more.
Yeah,
how to put it into a business. And look, not everybody in the world is going to be super excited about all these topics, but for folks who are in EMA or are looking to join EMA, this is right up our alley. I mean, these are topics that are things that we're dealing with on a daily basis. So I'm really jazzed up about it. I can't wait to see some of the friends that I made the last time around. And, this is our business. This is the business we've chosen. So this is the place to go. This is where you can help, find out what's going on, what's on the horizon. What are some of your friends in the business thinking about, so we can get ahead of it. And like you said before, Mike, I mean, there's so much business to go around. It's such a great way to brainstorm and take it back to your own area and and sort of build it.
right.
So anyway, I hope other folks can feel my enthusiasm for it and yours as well. I'm super excited about the upcoming conference, and the topics that you mentioned are great. I mean, sounds like there's going to be a lot of activity based around the things that are coming ahead, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, we're going to talk about artificial intelligence and how that impacts us as well. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And for those people that may have been thinking about getting into a different arena, but it sounded like it was going to be a lot of work. Well, that's one of the things that we're going to have available, is we're going to have vendors that are going to be able to take care of that for you, so you don't have to learn all that.
All right. We have the Marcy Awards too, right? You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the Marcy Awards, it stands, for those that don't know, it stands for Marketing and Creative Excellence. So once a year, actually during COVID, we didn't have it, but during the pandemic, but the rest of the years for, I don't know, at least 10, 15 years, we've had the Marcy Awards. So what that is, you take your best work and you submit it, and then we have judges that are judging it, and then there are awards that you get, and it's great for recognition for your company. You can do, news blasts, public relations blasts. So we've won quite a few of them ourselves. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. And this year, it's not just for Message on Hold like it has been in the past. We're actually adding IVRs, so the best IVR recordings. We're actually we're adding in some awards for Scent, which we haven't done that before either. So, and we've extended the deadline. The deadline was supposed to be this Sunday, but we've extended it to August 11th.
Oh, good.
Some people had problems
getting
that on. Yeah. You haven't submitted yours yet either.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, I actually talked to my production department about that, and I said let's put something together here. Let's find one. So I haven't seen that come across my desk yet. As I mentioned to you before, the bandwidth over the summer is a little crazy for us because we're involved in a lot of outdoor activities and events and such. But I definitely want to submit. So I'll be on that. Maybe you'll do a podcast one too.
Maybe.
maybe the EMA talk radio will. Could be tossed into that. Anyhow, just joking. But at the same time, really, really good stuff. And Mike, I really appreciate that. You've stepped up and you've taken the time to help the group, do what you do. So, I know that putting the conference together, it's a lot of work, and somebody has to do it. And it looks like you're the one that's spearheading all that. So thank you. And,
we have Prime Management is doing a lot of the legwork, but yeah, there's still some coordination involved. Yeah. And by the way, I wanted to mention also, so you can enter the Marcy Awards even if you're not a member. So we have some submissions from England, actually.
Wow.
So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, you've been listening to EMA Talk Radio, produced by Shark Creative, and we're here with Mike Edwards. He is the chairman of EMA and spearheading the conference that's coming up September 18th. Any closing remarks, Mike?
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great to see friends again. And like you mentioned, yeah, we're competitors, but there's plenty of business out there, and we've become very good friends. And sometimes, you just need a spark. That's what these conferences do for me. Sometimes we get a little complacent, and, but you go there, you learn, and you get excited, you get motivated. It's like a spark plug. So I would highly encourage, if you haven't registered yet, get registered. Like I mentioned, we may need to open up more rooms or have more rooms blocked out. And then also be sure that you attend the second webinar on sales. Again, it's August
10th, right? 10th.
Yep, at 3:00.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. Here we are, EMA Talk Radio, episode number 5, coming at you. Hope everybody tunes in, takes down some notes, and we see you on September 18th. If you have not registered for the conference, please do it. And if you're on the fence and you're not really sure, take it from me. I went the last time for the first time, and it got me so excited about EMA. I've been more involved since then, and it was the conference that did that for me. I didn't realize how many other people across the country sort of shared the same thoughts and ideas and creativity. And it was like, wow, you get it. I get that you get it. Can't have those conversations necessarily with your clients or friends and family, but someone else who is in the similar business, whether it's on hold or center or what have you. It's refreshing to know that they're out there. You're not standing out there on an island by yourself. So that's the part I really enjoy. And it'll be great to see you too, Mike.
Yep, same here. Thanks, Andrew.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Take care, guys.
Take care.